Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to another episode of Talking TVL. Listen, hey, there's a million reasons to be grateful on this lovely November 4th. For starters, you woke up this morning, okay? There is a reason that you're alive, right? So make good use of your day. Don't worry about what you cannot control, honey. It will be ironed out. You know what else is going to be ironed out? Today's episode of Tennessee Valley Living. That's exactly right. But before we get into that, as always, I like to rewind, give a little recap of what you've missed yesterday. So as we know, weather is getting a little bit cooler outside, and as it's getting colder, it is very important that we take care of our body's largest organ. Say it with me, your skin. That is exactly right. Our girl from Glamour X sat down with Peyton yesterday to give some skincare tips to keep you nice and moisturized this winter.
Some of you may now be rejoicing that the cooler weather is officially here, but your skin may be likely not so happy. Today we are joined by Paula Crow, registered nurse and owner of Glamour X, to help us switch up our skincare routines for the winter months with new techniques and new products to protect that seasonal glow. Paula, sister, welcome. This is a big topic that we know a lot of people are singing your praises now that you've joined us on the show. But first, you were an RN for 27 years.
Yes.
What then launched the transition to being an esthetician, and how does kind of your medical background influence your approach to skincare?
Well, I've always loved skincare and makeup, and so it was a natural transition. This was supposed to be a side job.
Wow.
And then it just has slowly become my full-time
Your full-time thing?
occupation.
Yeah. And here
yeah.
you are now again helping people achieve great skin, which we're really grateful for, and I'm sure you've seen a lot throughout your work.
Yes.
Skincare is big, right? And we know
is.
that a lot of people, that journey looks different. I know I myself, it doesn't happen often, but every now and then we have a situation that is an absolute fiasco. And so again, we're so grateful for the work that you do. You've brought a couple of tips or products with you this morning, again,
Yes.
specifically as we go into winter. First, we're talking about something called oil cleansing, which you recommend doing first at night.
Yes.
What is this? I don't know what this is.
So an oil cleanse basically is a pre-cleanse. It starts breaking down your makeup, your sunscreen, and really bringing up to the surface deeper oils, helps softening some of the congestion in your skin so that your cleanser can work better. So you follow the directions on your oil cleanser. Generally, you'll put it on dry,
Okay.
massage it in, and then you will warm water on your hands and then re-massage it in to emulsify it, rinse it off, and then follow with your regular cleanser.
Okay.
Just helps it work better. Again, helps decongest, helps leave behind some nourishing elements on your skin as time goes on, and really helps soften some of the maybe stuck oils that are on your skin, some of the blackheads that get congested, helping them to be easier to remove.
So interesting how we're using oil to level out oil production, right?
Yes.
And I have heard that's interesting because I've been told that if people who have kind of overproduced oil, they try to wash, and they dry it out, and that's actually counteracting or making the issue worse, exacerbating it, because then your skin is trying to make up for the loss and then overproducing oil.
Exactly.
So you brought a product. Do you recommend? We got Burt's Bees here.
Yes.
Not sponsored by Burt's Bees, but certainly a great option. And so let me clarify this, Paul. So we take our makeup off, like makeup wipe, get the makeup off.
Throw the makeup wipes out.
Oh.
Put this
Put
on
this
your
on the
dry
makeup.
Skin. Yes.
What, even if we have makeup on, just put the oil on
Absolutely.
first?
Yes.
Oh, we're learning so
Yes.
much here on TVL.
Yes.
Okay, so we go home, put the oil on, and then do that
Massage
as
it
a
in.
preemptive activity, and
Yes.
then follow up with the cleanser.
Yes.
Okay, something that's also interesting, which you've brought, people, we can go with the Burt's Bees option, or people can actually make their full body cleanser
Yes.
oils at home. What are
Yes.
you mixing for this?
So if you wanted a scented oil, you could choose. There's lots of them to choose from. This one is shea butter and almond, and then an unscented, a baby wash or baby shampoo, and you mix those 1-to-1 in the big container.
Okay.
Shake it up before you use it. Use it as your body wash, and that's also going to help leave oils on your skin.
Amazing.
And alleviate dryness and roughness.
Okay, so you're seeing these products here. This is the oil that you could just buy as is, Burt's
Yes.
Bees. But if you want to try making your own for your full body, 1-to-1 ratio, get that this is an almond one. I've actually seen this Dr. Teal's brand. They make different scents and what have you.
Yes.
And then mixing that with the baby shampoo. Are we doing this every night, Paula? Do you recommend? Can we do it too much or not necessarily?
I would do it once a night
Okay.
before you go to bed, or if you're working at night, do it before you go to bed in the morning.
Okay.
But yeah, I would not do it twice a day.
Okay.
It can be a little bit more oily, but just once a day is perfectly
Okay.
fine.
And all skin types for the most part safe to go about this method?
Yes.
Okay, all right, you heard it here
Yes.
first. All skin types, could be a game changer for the winter. Once we've then cleansed, Paula, we do want to talk about moisturizer. As we switch, we want to go with a little deeper moisturizer as we head into the winter months. What ingredients do you recommend that are nourishing but not that greasy feeling? Because we don't like that residue staying on our skin.
Right. So for your face, you're looking for, well, for your body as well, you're looking for ingredients like shea butter, some bisalbolol for healing, aloe. You want to go from more of a gel-based moisturizer into a creamier base.
Okay.
Maybe not thick except for at night, maybe a mid-weight level, a lotion, if you will, for daytime for your makeup.
Have you heard of that slugging method?
I have.
Do you recommend that?
I don't do it.
Okay,
I
okay.
have clients who do.
People who don't know, it's like you basically just put full Vaseline on your face and like leave it there and then wash it off. But I don't know. That's another segment. Next time, Paula can break down the science of that. But again, Paula, we're so grateful for you and what you do. And I do want to, as we wrap here, we want to plug your services, obviously, because I do think, again, this is a big deal. And certainly that journey looks different for everyone. I think sometimes, I know I personally have sometimes worried that when my skin doesn't look great, I view it as like a character flaw, right? Like, how could this, be the case, right, and trying to fix it. But you work with people as, through this journey, and you have such a phenomenal medical background in the process. So recap for us again, just one more time, when and where you are and just what your approach looks like for your clients, and any kind of final word of wisdom from you this morning for people watching.
Great. I am in Huntsville Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and every other Saturday, 10 to 6 down the Parkway. And on Fridays and every other Saturday, I'm in Athens.
Awesome. And you see those details there on your screen. Again, Paula Crow of Glamour X, again, multiple locations, and she's so fabulous. All right, I got to go get my oil products and be ready to go for the winter. So, Paula, thank you again so much.
I might need to make a trip over there to the Glamour X studio / shop. Great tips. Again, if you want to rewatch that, maybe you've missed something, head on over to tvliving.com. As a reminder, friendly reminder here, that is where all of our interviews live. So if you've missed the episode the day before or what have you, or you just want to rewatch something because it really struck something to your heart, again, tvliving.com, that is the place to go. Let's talk about what is happening on the show today. So listen, hey, it's no unknown fact that many racially motivated injustices have happened here in the great state of Alabama all across the U.S. since the nation's birth. But one case in particular hits home and close to home because in 1931, the lives of 9 black teenage boys changed forever when they were accused of a heinous crime against 2 white women. That group would later be known as the Scottsboro Boys. Their fight to clear their names went on for decades, even led to a couple landmark Supreme Court cases, but even several legal victories could not right the wrongs that took away the freedom of these boys. So today, local historian Miss Peggy Towns is here to share more about their history and tell us all about local efforts that help keep their legacy alive. I know that they're going to have a gala. I always I always go back and forth between, do I say gala, do I say gala? I don't know. But today we're saying gala. They're going to have a gala coming up very soon, so make sure that you're watching the show around 11 a.m. to get all of that information, what the gala is about, a little bit more in depth about the Scottsboro Boys, in case maybe you haven't heard about this story. Again, Miss Peggy Towns, that's going to be our first interview for today. And then we're stepping on over to the Zoom room. Why? Because we are going to be chatting with Miss Melissa Harding, who plays Frida in the ABBA tribute show that's happening this Thursday at the Mars Music Hall. So we're very excited about that conversation. And after that, surprise, hey, we do have 3 interviews today, right? Like the good old times. So we are going to wrap our show with getting a quick crash course on Medicare with Tiffany Neighbors from Viva Healthcare, what Medicare is if you did not know, how to sign up for it, what's different this year versus last year, all that information and more right here on Tennessee Valley Living. Make sure that you tune in today at 11 for a great conversation, right? We're having a little history lesson, information on the gala, so that's the first interview. Then we're going to talk about the ABBA tribute show happening this Thursday at the Mars Music Hall, and then we're wrapping it up with a crash course on Medicare. I think it's pretty well-rounded, if I do say so myself, and I do say so myself, so there we go. But have a great day, stay warm, make sure you tune in tomorrow at 10 a.m. for another episode of Talking TVL, and I will see you later.